Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Laurel Highlands Mustangs high school football game. Tonight, in cooperation with Atlantic Broadband Cable and the South Union Township Supervisors, the South Union Township Sports Network presents today's game via tape delay from the home of the McKeesport Tigers high school football team. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the McKeesport Tigers. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Anola with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's WPL contest. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. I'm Tony Anola with Jerry Dupay, and we will be back with the starting lineups for both teams right after these messages.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're ready to go over the starting lineups prior to kickoff. A couple changes for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight. Actually, starting quarterback is going to be Rodney Gallagher, who started the first game against Albert Gallant. We'll go over them offensively first. Left tackle will be Justin Smith, a 6'1", 270-pound senior. Left guard, Colton Cole, a 5'11", 225-pound junior. Caleb Giebus, a 5'11", 290-pound junior at center. Lorenzo McFadden, a 5'11", 275-pound senior. And Caden Friel, a 6'3", 225-pound sophomore. As we mentioned, Rodney Gallagher, the 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. Starting at quarterback, Chanel Thomas, one of the back positions, as well as Angelo Gaddy. Slot back will be Matt Lucas and Terrence Thomas Brown on the outside at wide receiver slots. Mustangs are going to be kicking off. Layton back for the Mustangs, and here's the kick. It's a good one. Fielded at about the 10-yard line. And here's the return, and there's a hole. One man to beat, and it's the kicker. It's going to be a touchdown. I'm still trying to catch the number there. Number 22 for McKeesport. That's going to be Jamil Perryman with a 90-yard touchdown return, but there's a flag at midfield. Perryman, his blocker split the Mustangs' kick coverage like the Red Sea, and he had holes left and right. Returned that kick 90 yards, but it looks like there's going to be a penalty, probably a spot foul right at the 48-yard lines of the Mustangs. We're waiting to see what the call is going to be. Referees getting together, and they're going to call it a holding penalty. So that 90-yard return by Perryman is going to be nullified.
On the Tigers.
So they're going to take it back to the spot of the start will be on the 40-yard line.
Back to the 40-yard line.
So McKeesport will start at the 40. Let's go over them offensively quickly. Left tackle, Vondae Drake, and the right tackle, Colin Sherrider. Center, Tyree Demry. Guard, David Stevenson, Cottrell Leggett. Caleb Reese starting at quarterback for his missed the first 3 games at quarterback. Actually started defensively, had shoulder surgery, and wasn't ready to play quarterback. But has come back with a vengeance. So Terrence Glenn is main man out of the backfield. And here's a little misdirection play. They're going to run the triple option. Nice tackle there by Gallagher.
On the scramble.
Tackle made there. Assad Robinson on the carry.
Gain of 2 out to the
So Robinson, about a 2-yard gain.
They got a 3-yard gain out to the 43.
We're going to give him a 3-yard gain, so Assad Robinson with the first carry. And brings up 2nd down and 7 for McKeesport. Here's another handoff on the inside. These numbers are hard to pick up, Jer. Having a tough time with this. Let's see what happens here. Jamil Perryman with another beautiful run. He's going to pick up, looks like about 14 yards.
37-yard line. That's a Tigers first down.
It's a nice looking run by Perryman. And the McKeesport Tigers came in averaging 255 yards a game rushing, 255 total offense. There's another inside handoff. No, we're going to have a false start. And maybe it's an offside penalty against Laurel Highlands. Play was blown dead pretty quick. So spots on the 38.
Penalty on the Mustang.
So the previous run by Perryman picked up 25 yards in the first down.
And 5.
So now it's going to be 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line from McKeesport. You mentioned Terrence Glenn, the main ball carrier for McKeesport, comes in with 60 carries on the year for 391 total yards. Running out of the triple option. Here comes Reese to the left. He's going to keep it himself. Ducks a couple tacklers. Swarm there. He's going to be brought down by number 70. That's going to be Lorenzo McFadden. But not before another first down for McKeesport. So he picked up 10 yards on that carry. So Reese
down by 70.
coming in, as we said, had shoulder surgery. McKeesport was looking forward to him coming back.
First down and 10.
The Mustangs coming off 2 tough losses. One to Bell Vernon and Thomas Jefferson, 2 of the top teams in the WPL. And they haven't scored a point over the last 2 games. So they're looking to change things up here. Here's Reese going to go to his right. Keep it again. He's going to pick up. Wow, that was a stick right there. That tackle was made by Christian Burchek. He leveled Reese, but not before Reese picked up about four yards. So now we're going to have 2nd down and 1. Reese credited with 9 yards there. So a quick timeout there. So we'll take a timeout as well on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Here we go, Mustangs! Here we go! Here we go, Mustangs! Here
visit upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network right after the McKeesport timeout. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for McKeesport. 9:13 to go here in this first quarter. McKeesport to run back the opening kickoff, and it was called back because of holding penalty. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like that's number 6. That's Kanye Thompson.
Kanye Thompson with the carry.
Thompson, not a long gain, but able to pick up another first down. So he's going to have a 6-yard gain.
First down and goal.
So Thompson becomes the 4th player so far here tonight for McKeesport to carry the ball, and this speed-up offense giving the Mustangs some trouble right now. So it's first down. That's going to be a motion penalty on McKeesport. Somebody jumped offside. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Brings it back. It's going to make it 1st and 11. 1st and goal, we should say. So that's the 2nd penalty here tonight for McKeesport. 5-yard variety.
Start penalty on the Tigers.
So now it makes it 1st and goal from the 11.
First down and goal.
The Mustangs looking for a big stop here. McKeesport with an extremely good kicker in Milton Champus, a sophomore, who actually kicked the game-winning field goal against Trinity with about 7 minutes to go in a 10-7 win against McKeesport. For McKeesport, I should say, against Trinity. So in motion. Here's Reese again, taking it to his right. He's going to get close, and I think he's going to get in. We haven't had a signal yet, but he does get in. So Caleb Reese
That's a Tiger touchdown.
able to take that one by himself and pound it in on an 11-yard run. So Reese with the first score of the night. And McKeesport takes a lead with 8:15 to go here. First quarter. And even though they did not score, did not count the run back on the touchdown by Perryman, McKeesport had no problem at all driving here and scoring first. Kick is up by Champus, and it's good. So McKeesport, with 8:15 to go in his first quarter, takes the lead 7-0, and we'll be back for the kickoff on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Laurel Highlands 0.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the Mustangs trail the McKeesport Tigers 7-0. McKeesport able to score on a 62-yard drive, 6 plays that took up 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So on to kick.
Assad Robinson to kick it off for the Tigers.
Assad Robinson will be kicking off for the Tigers.
Back to return for the Mustangs.
Back for the Mustangs. Matt Lucas will be flanked by Terrence Thomas Brown. And I think this is Rodney Gallagher on our side here. We're located at about the 20-yard line, so the view's not the best. Kick's going to roll into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. So Robinson with a good kick, and the Mustangs will take over on their own 20-yard line. We'll take a look at the Mustang offense. As we said, a couple different changes here. Gallagher's going to be at quarterback. As we mentioned, he started out against AG. He comes into this game 8 for 13 for 91 yards passing, 29 carries for 53 yards. So Joe Chambers going to take a break here tonight.
At quarterback for the Mustangs.
Burchek now split to the right. Gallagher at quarterback. Lone man in the backfield is going to be Chenille Thomas. So here's Gallagher with the snap, hands it to Thomas, and Thomas picks up maybe 2 yards. Tackled there at the 21-yard line. We'll give him 1 yard on the carry.
Gain of 1 out to the 21.
We said the Mustangs have really struggled offensively.
Down and 9.
Coming in, averaging only 134 yards. 153 yards in offense per game, 112 passing and 41 rushing. The Mustangs have yet to have a 100-yard rusher for the season. Here comes Thomas again. He's going to be buried right there. Tackled, breaking the block is Andre Robinson. Robinson with a fantastic play. That's going to be a 6-yard loss. So now the Mustangs facing a long 3rd and 15.
Third down and 15.
And we expected McKeesport to come in quick. They come in 4-1 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Their only loss to Belle Vernon, first game of the season. There's another false start. May call offsides on McKeesport. It looked like the defensive lineman jumped a little quick for McKeesport. Let's see what the call is here. Defensively for McKeesport, defensive end Tyree Demery. On the other side, defensive end is Colin Lyons. They play a 3-4-4. Devontae Hampton at one outside linebacker position, Assad Robinson at the other. Inside linebackers, Rayshawn Skinner and Andre Robinson. The cornerbacks, Kanye Thompson, Marville Cromadair, and Jamel Perryman and Dejour Chafin as the safeties. And here's a 3rd now and 10 after this 5-yard penalty against McKeesport. Gallagher. Here's the snap. Fakes it. It's going to roll away. Just going to throw the ball away to avoid the loss. Had nobody open. Was chased by a number of defenders there. And wait, we're going to have a penalty flag. Are we going to have... Looks like he was out of bounds. They're going to call intentional grounding. Wow. He got it back to the line of scrimmage. Actually threw it out of bounds at probably about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they pick this up.
Intentional grounding on the play.
So that's going to be a mark-off and a loss of down.
5-yard line.
And I'm not so sure what he saw there. But that's a long penalty against the Mustangs. It's going to be a 10-yard loss. Layton back to kick and nearly blocked, but gets away a nice punt. Trying to get a Laurel Highlands bounce. Rolling at about the 39-yard line, and Matt Lucas downs the ball for the Mustangs. So 6:27 to go, and we're going to take a break. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs trail the McKeesport Tigers 7-0, and we'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to McKeesport Stadium, where the McKeesport Tigers take over at their own 37-yard line. There's a quick run there. Terrence Glenn on the carry, but only gained about 2 yards. We'll give Glenn a 2-yard gain.
Second down and 8.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. McKeesport had no trouble scoring on their first drive. As we said, 6 plays, 62 yards. Only took 3:45, and here's 2nd down and 8 from the 36 in motion. Here comes Reese. He's going to pitch it, and there's a penalty flag flying from far away. On the call there, that was number 2.
There's a flag on the play.
And that was Devontae Hampton. I think that's going to be called back because of a holding penalty. No, they're going to call a crackback block. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Personal foul, chop block penalty on the Tigers.
So let's see where they mark this one.
15 yards will move the ball back.
15-yard penalty, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's already the 4th penalty on McKeesport. It brings up a 2nd and 18. Back to the 46-yard line. So from Mustangs territory, here's Reese behind center. And here's the triple option. Reese, inside handoff to Glenn. And Glenn able to pick up. We're going to give him to the 35-yard line. So we're going to give him about a 11-yard pickup.
And 15 Burchick.
So Burchick and Kiss on the tackle.
3rd down and 7.
So brings up a 3rd down and 7. So let's see what the Mustangs can do. They need a big stop here. 5 minutes to go even in this first quarter. Here's the pitch. Looks like it's going back. Oh, fumble! And the Mustangs recovered. Chenille Thomas, no. Rodney Gallagher with the recovery on the fumble. That was number 2, Devontae Hampton on the carry.
2, Gallagher on the recovery.
They stripped the ball away from Hampton, and the Mustangs recover the fumble. So that's a big turnover. Maybe gives the Mustangs a little bit of momentum. Nice play defensively by the Mustangs.
36.
So Devontae Hampton on the fumble. And he only picked up, maybe lost a yard prior to fumbling. So here's the Mustangs now from their own 36. Rodney Gallagher out of the shotgun. 4:48 to go here. We're going to have a timeout. Looks like the Mustangs not real happy with the set that they were running. So we're going to take a quick timeout. 4:46 to go here in this first quarter. We'll take a timeout as well and be back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Watching Sam Davis apply his craft was amazing. Everyone showed him so much respect. Watching Sam work the courtroom was like watching Michael Jordan, with the game tied and 8 seconds left.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We've been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to McKeesport Stadium. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line after forcing a fumble by the McKeesport offense. And here's Gallagher out of the shotgun in motion. Here's Gallagher going to try to go to the left, but he's going to be brought down there. Andre Robinson again with a beautiful stop. He's going to lose about 2 yards there. Going to spot that at the 34-yard line. So now it brings up a 2nd and 12. So Gallagher with a 2-yard loss, and not much he could do there. He had a blocker out in front of him. Looked like DeMonte Kiss, but the McKeesport Tigers were up to the task, and they're keying on Gallagher, no doubt. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Gallagher's going to drop back the pass, and he's being flushed out of the pocket. Throws back to the middle of the field, and it's complete to Kiss. So the Mustangs going to be awful close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. They are going to give him a first down.
Andrews with the tackle.
So a 12-yard completion.
Gain out to the 47-yard line.
Out to the 47. Well, they marked it pretty close. Where they marked it right there was not a first down, but where they are now. So we're going to give Gallagher credit for an 11-yard completion to Kiss when the Mustangs pick up their first down of the night. So that brings up a first down from the 47-yard line. There's Gallagher play faking again. Flips it out to Matt Lucas on the wing, and he's bottled up. Be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gallagher's pass complete to 5, Lucas.
So Lucas
Stacked up by 22, Perryman.
Stacked up by
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Jamil Perryman. A little flanker screen. But Lucas had no place to go. So the Mustangs, as we said, have been held scoreless the last 2 games. And they're fighting for a playoff spot right now. At 1-3 in the conference, 1-4 overall. And trailing Trinity by 1 game for the 4th and final playoff spot. Here's a pitch out to Chenille Thomas to the left. He's going to pick up maybe about 3 yards. So Gallagher with the quick pass to Chenille Thomas.
15 Andrews.
We're going to give him about a 2-yard pickup. So
2-yard gain out to the 49.
Completion of 2.
Mustangs facing a
So Gallagher has completed his last 3 passes. But the problem is it's only been for about 13 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the 49-yard line for the Mustangs. Gallagher again. Split to the right is Kiss and Lucas. 2 receivers to the left, and in motion now is going to be Matt Lucas. And Lucas made the move, and he's going to draw the offsides. The Mustangs have done that quite well over the year. Offside is going to be number 54.
Ball across midfield.
That's going to be Xavier Solomon Green, the junior. Jumped offside. So that's going to give the Mustangs a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And that's also going to be the 5th penalty on McKeesport so far, and we still have a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. So the Mustangs looking to keep this drive alive. Running clock. Here's Gallagher being flushed out again. It's going to throw that. He has somebody open it. It's Kiss. DeMonte Kiss with the catch, and Gallagher with the beautiful pass. Let's see where they mark it out. Looks like they're going to have it at about the 30-yard line. So we're going to give it a 16-yard pickup. So Kiss, with his 2nd catch of the night, he now has 2 receptions for 27 yards. And Gallagher now with 4 straight completions after 1 incompletion, which was actually called for a intentional grounding penalty. So the Mustangs now on the 30-yard line. Here's Thomas with the inside handoff. He's going to be bottled up.
Daniel Thomas on the carry.
No yards there for Thomas.
19, Bobby Boyd.
Nice tackle there by McKeesport and Bobby Boyd, so no gain.
2nd down.
And the rushing attack for the Mustangs, as we said, came in only averaging 41 yards rushing, and right now, -7 yards on the ground. All their positive yardage coming on the passing of Rodney Gallagher. Here's Gallagher again. Fakes the inside handoff. It's going to roll. He's got a wide receiver out there. It's passed out to number 1. That's Pratt. Pratt fights his way. He's going to be awfully close to another first down. Let's see where they spot him.
Gallagher's pass complete.
I think he's going to have a first down. That's where they have it. They're going to mark him at the 21. It's going to be close.
16-yard line.
And they're waving the sticks on.
First down and 10.
So they're going to mark him out at the 16. So that's a 15-yard completion from Gallagher to Jaden Pratt. And another first down in this drive for the Mustangs. And Gallagher coming in, completing 5 straight passes now. This drive started at the 36-yard line with 4:46 to go. And this will probably be the last play of the first half. I'm sorry, the first quarter. Looks like another offside penalty. Looks like McKeesport jumped, and they did. Wow. That's going to be the 6th penalty already for McKeesport. We'll do the math real quick.
11.
That's already 60 yards in penalties. for McKeesport. And this clock's going to run out. And fortunately, we're going to have this play right in front of us. So at the end of the first quarter, it's the Mustangs trailing the McKeesport Tigers 7-0. But the Mustangs in scoring position, and we'll see what happens when we start the second quarter right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. We're in McKeesport. It's the Laurel Highlands Mustangs trailing the McKeesport Tigers 7-0. But Laurel Highlands with a first down at the McKeesport 11. In motion is Lucas. Gallagher's going to take it himself, tries to get out the right side. Maybe picks up a yard. We'll give him 1 yard there.
Gallagher on the carry.
Gallagher with
15 Andrews and 19
a positive gain. But it's going to bring up
gain of 1 to
2nd and 10.
Second down and 4.
While we have a break, I'd like to say hi to a couple buddies I went to Myrtle Beach with. Ricky Ezzy, Herky Reagan, Steve Kelly, Mark Nebraska and his brother Dave, and Pete Polito. Went down Myrtle Beach actually this week, came back last night and wanted to tell those guys hi. I told them I'd give them a shout out and they didn't think I would, so just wanted to say thanks again and had a blast. So here's the Mustangs now. 2nd and 10. Gallagher out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to try to run left. Going to pick up yards. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Waiting for the signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. I thought for sure he was in. There is no way that he didn't get in there. They actually threw him back after he crossed the line. Wow. More importantly, though, it's going to be a first down, so Gallagher with a 9-yard gain.
From inside the 1.
It's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the half-yard line where the spot is. So Gallagher now under center. I'm sure he's going to take it himself, and he does, and forces his way in and scores. So Rodney Gallagher with a 1-yard plunge and puts the Mustangs on the board for the first time in 3 games. So Gallagher with the touchdown and a nice-looking drive there by the Mustangs. Gallagher able to complete 5 passes on that drive. Coming in now, Zach Layton. Layton was injured earlier in the soccer season, so hadn't really kicked much for the Mustangs over the last couple games. But here's his attempt, and it's up, and it's good. So the Mustangs with 10:26 to go on the clock capitalize on the drive and tie this game up at 7. So we'll be right back with the kickoff with the Mustangs and the Tigers sides tied 7-7 on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the Laurel Highlands Mustangs just drove 64 yards in 10 plays, aided by a couple penalties by McKeesport, but able to score on a 1-yard plunge by Rodney Gallagher. Now here's the kick from Layton, and it's a good boot. Knocks it all the way back to the 4-yard line, fumbled there. And this is Hampton, and Devontae Hampton now with one man to beat, and he's gone. No flags on this one. So Devontae Hampton with a 96-yard touchdown return.
Number 6, Kanye Thompson.
Wow, and that's going to be Kanye Thompson. Sorry about that. I actually thought it was Devontae Hampton, but it's going to be Kanye Thompson. So Thompson, a 96-yard kickoff return after the Mustangs drove 64 yards over 6 minutes. And it just took one kickoff for Thompson to put the McKeesport Tigers back up. So now they had one called back, but now this one was not. No flags, and here's the kick. Campos's kick is up and good. So now 15 seconds after the Mustangs score, Kanye Thompson returns the kick, 96 yards for a touchdown. Puts the McKeesport Tigers back up 14-7, and we'll be back with the McKeesport kickoff right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to McKeesport Stadium. We've got a good game here. The Mustangs trailing the McKeesport Tigers now 14-7. Kicking off will be Assad Robinson. Back deep for the Mustangs, Matt Lucas, Terrence Thomas Brown. I can't see who's on the other side, but we'll find out here in a minute. There's a kick. Here's a dribbler. It's going to be picked up by Brown. And Brown, he's got a hole. Can he turn on the speed? Nice tackle there by Robinson, who fights him out. Looks like at about the 45-yard line. Beautiful return by Terrence Thomas Brown. And he's going to set the Mustangs up in extremely good field position off of the kick. Looks like they're going to start at their, at the McKeesport 45-yard line. So after the 96-6-yard kickoff return, the Mustangs are going to take off at midfield. We're just having a tough time seeing from the angle that we have, so they're going to take over with 10:03 to go at midfield. And here's Gallagher. Going to try the inside handoff to Shaniel Thomas. No gain there from Thomas. So Thomas so far has 4 carries for -5 yards, as we mentioned. The Mustangs so far struggling on the ground. Gallagher has 9 yards of rush. Thomas -5, so 4 yards rushing so far, but passing-wise, the Mustangs with 44 yards passing. Gallagher 5 for 6 so far in this game. So here's a 2nd and 10. Lucas in motion. Gallagher going to wait till he gets set. 3 receivers to the right. There's another handoff to Shaniel Thomas. And another no gain.
Thomas again, and then Leggett again, making first contact.
And that looked like,
35 Grabowski.
let's see who that was on the tackle. Leggett, Cottrell Leggett, they're saying. So
brought him down.
So again, another carry by Thomas and no gain. Brings up a 3rd and 10, still from midfield. Here's Terrence Thomas Brown, split to the left. 3 receivers to the right for Gallagher. Out of the shotgun. The only back, Thomas. Fakes to Thomas. He's going to scramble to his left. Tries to get rid of it. Throws it to Thomas Brown, and he catches. Fumbles it, but it was out of bounds. They're going to call it incomplete. Unbelievable. Now they're going to call a penalty on the Mustangs. He blew the call, and now he's going to call a penalty on the Mustangs as well. So it's going to result in an incompletion, and now it's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That's unbelievable. He had control of it. Once he hit the ground, the ball was jarred loose. He had both feet out of bounds at the time and was actually tackled out of bounds. So now here we go. So
Pass is ruled incomplete.
And that's unbelievable.
Illegal touching penalty called on the Mustangs. That penalty is declined.
Illegal touching.
As a result, Laurel Highlands faces 4th down and 10.
Wow. Not exactly sure what happened there, but that was pretty rough for the Mustangs. That would have been a completion, a nice gain for a 1st down. So now here's Layton punting it away. Sends Perryman down to the 10. He's taking it to the left side. Let's see what he has. No flags. He's going to get it out to about the 30-yard line. So Perryman with a 20-yard return, and that's where the McKeesport Tigers are going to start. 1st and 10. 8:22 to go here in this 2nd quarter. It's McKeesport Tigers 14 and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 7. We'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the McKeesport Tigers take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's a handoff from Reese. Looks like he got it over to, is that Robinson, number 24? Yes, it is. Robinson trying to fight his way around, but nice tackle there. Looked like Rodney Gallagher on the tackle. So Assad Robinson able to pick up, give him about 4 yards, maybe 6.
Gain of 5 out to the 33.
Maybe 5. So Robinson, with his second carry now, brings up a 2nd and 5. So here's Reese in motion. He's got a trailer. Reese, nice tackle on the backside there. That was Max Rockwell. Max Rockwell with a beautiful tackle. Just stayed with the player all the way down the line. So Reese is going to pick up only 1 yard. We'll give him 2 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 2. McKeesport trying to keep this drive alive. The Mustangs trying to get a big stop. Nice play there by Rockwell, showing his speed down the line to track down a speedy Reese. Here's the inside handoff. It's going to be to Terrence Glenn. So Terrence Glenn from the 36-yard line, he's going to pick up a first down.
And it's good for Tigers, first down.
So Carney with the tackle. He's going to be able to get out to the 41-yard line. And down for McKeesport is going to be number 75. That's going to be David Stevenson, the left guard. 5'11", 280-pound senior. So while he's down, we'll take a timeout on the South Union Township Sports Network and be right back after these messages.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. David Stevenson being helped off. 5'11", 280-pound senior. Good to see him walking off under his own power. So now McKeesport, after picking up their 4th first down of the night, going to have a first down from the 41-yard line. 6:47 to go. Here's Reist coming to the right. Going to pick up a couple yards. Nice tackle there for the Mustangs. That's going to be number 52.
Tripped up by 18, Carney.
Carney on the tackle.
49 of the Mustangs. That's good
So,
for McKeesport. First down.
Gets across the midfield stripe and able to pick up a quick 10 yards. That's going to bring up a first down. So Reist with a 10-yard gain and another first down for McKeesport. Ball now at the 49-yard line of the Mustangs. First and 10, 6:05 to go, second quarter. Inside handoff going to Terrence Glenn. Glenn maybe got, we're going to give him about 4. So Terrence Glenn now with 4 carries for 20 yards. And a running clock and an extremely fast first half. We've yet to see a pass offensively by McKeesport. And here comes 2nd and 6 from the Mustangs 45. Split out to the right, Devontae Hampton, Here's Reist. Inside handoff, that's going to be number 6. Is that number 2 or 6? 6. That's going to be Kanye Thompson, the same guy. Wow, late flag, and what are they going to call? Personal foul, but Kanye Thompson with a 45-yard touchdown run, but let's see what happens. The flag thrown at about the 15-yard line. Let's see what the call's going to be. Touchdown's going to be good. They're going to enforce a personal foul on the Mustangs, and I think they're calling offsettings.
It is a Tiger touchdown. That was number 6, Kanye Thompson, from 45 yards out.
Kanye Thompson with a 45-yard touchdown run.
Personal foul penalty on the Mustangs.
And the Mustangs going to be called for a personal foul. It's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So Thompson now with 2 touchdowns, one of the 96-yard touchdown return variety off the kickoff, and now a 45-yard touchdown run. And the kick is up and good. So the Mustangs getting tagged for a 15-yard penalty. So that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So the Mustangs more than likely will start out in pretty rough field position here on the kick. But we'll be back. 5:14 to go, second quarter. It's McKeesport Tigers 21 and Laurel Highlands Mustangs 7. We'll be right back right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
Campos to kick it off.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 5:14 to go. Second quarter, and a 45-yard touchdown run by Kanye Thompson. And the personal foul is going to have McKeesport kicking off at the Mustang 45-yard line. Let's see, new kicker here is right. That's going to be number 41. It looks like Milton Campos, so they're going to bring in the soccer player to have him try to place it, I'm sure. So Campos, oh, it's an onside kick. That's going to go out of bounds. So not a very good onside kick there by Campos. But Going to be interesting to see. It looks like the Mustangs can take the ball out right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Legal procedure penalty.
It's obviously an illegal procedure penalty on the McKeesport Tigers, resulting in their 7th penalty. And let's see where they're going to take over here. Looks like you've got it marked at the 50-yard line. And they do. They're going to assess the 5 yards, not where it went out of bounds.
They'll kick it off once again, this time from the 50.
How do you kick off again? How does this happen? You can't get a 5-yard penalty. It's out of bounds where it's at. You don't re-kick. The Mustangs have the opportunity to take it where it went out of bounds. This is terrible. I'm not so sure that they even gave Laurel Highlands the option to take it. So now it's going to be Assad Robinson coming in now. And I'm sure he's going to try to kick it deep from midfield, but the Mustangs had the opportunity to take that ball. And now another try for an onside kick, but it looks like Daniel Carney recovers there. He's going to recover at the 38-yard line, so that's where the Mustangs are going to start. But I still don't understand how that could be.
In possession, first down and 10.
So now the Mustangs
From the 37.
From their own 37-yard line. 5:14 to go here in this second quarter. And the Mustangs kind of get a little cooking in the valley here tonight. Rodney Gallagher at quarterback, having a good night for the Mustangs. 6 of 7 for 44 yards. Here comes Gallagher being flushed out, sets up a little screen to Chenille Thomas, but Thomas is going to be tackled by number 3. That's Andre Robinson. And Robinson having a fantastic game defensively for McKeesport. So that's going to be a loss of 2 on the screen.
Second down and 12.
So Thomas with his second catch, but resulting in a 2-yard loss. So the Mustangs now 2nd and 12 from the 35. We're down to 4:40 to go, second quarter. The Mustangs trail 21-7 after a 45-yard touchdown run by Kanye Thompson. Here's Gallagher out of the gun. Going to roll left. Throws across his body. Had somebody open. Nearly intercepted. Pass was attempted to Matt Lucas, number 5. Kind of thrown behind him a little bit, and they were fortunate that the McKeesport defense didn't get an easy pickoff on the tip.
Third down and 12.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. Gallagher able to go to the sideline and see Coach Colazar for the offensive call. And let's see what they have in store for 3rd and 12. Clock stops with 4:22 to go. Second quarter. Here's Gallagher. 2 receivers. Flank to the left. Receiver in motion is going to be DeMonte Kiss. And they're going to get another offside call on. That's going to be on Andre Robinson.
Encroachment penalty on the Tigers.
So the 8th penalty on McKeesport so far here in this first half.
And 7.
Results in a more manageable 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. So the only thing that McKeesport's done wrong here so far tonight has just been a little undisciplined with 8 penalties in the first half. But the Mustangs trying to put some points on the board. They're down 14 right now. And in motion is Thomas. Gallagher takes a snap, being flushed out, and there's a flag, so it looks like a hold. Gallagher with a nice gain is going to step out of bounds.
Gallagher scrambles and crosses.
But I'm sure where that flag was thrown that we're going to have a holding penalty.
Flag on the flag.
No doubt. And that's exactly what they're going to call. So that's going to be a spot foul. The flag is at the 37-yard line.
On the Mustangs.
So let's see where they mark this. It's going to be from the 37, so it's going to result in a
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
10-yard penalty. So now all of a sudden it's going to be 3rd and 20.
That will move the ball back to the 27-yard line.
So now the Mustangs with their 3rd penalty of the night.
3rd down and 20.
That's 35 yards. So 3rd down and 20 from their own 27-yard line. Costly penalty, Gallagher following his blockers, but the Mustangs got called. So here's a motion. Gallagher again being flushed out. He's going to throw across his body, and the ball's tipped, nearly intercepted. Pass was attempted there to DeMonte Kiss. Gallagher
complete, intended for Lucas. Nice coverage by 2.
with an incomplete pass, and the Mustangs are going to have to punt. So in comes Zach Layton. Layton with his third punt of the evening. Back deep to receive is Jamil Perryman.
Layton in punt formation, Perryman back to return.
And they've got 10 men on the line. So here's Layton, able to get it away. Nice kick, Perryman. Wow, looked like a little block in the back there. Perryman's going to pick it up at his own 26-yard line. And he's got a host of Mustangs there to tackle him. Credit for that tackle is going to go to, looks like number 9 for the Mustangs. So Jack Kovacs on the tackle. So McKeesport will start this drive their own 27-yard line.
McKeesport will begin possession 1st and 10 from their
3:51 to go. And they lead 21-7 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Nice kick there, though, by Layton to turn the field a little bit. 40-yard kick. Here's Reese. Thompson in motion. Reese going to keep it himself. Picks up about 8 yards. Getting a little chippy here. The Mustang fans looked like a block after the play was over with.
Gain out to the 34-yard
It wasn't called.
2nd down and 7.
So Reese
2nd down and 3.
with a 7-yard pickup. Reese going to hand it on the jet sweep to Robinson, and here's a penalty flag. Robinson, no place to go. He's going to reverse field. And there's a second penalty flag. Robinson's going to run this all the way down to the, looks like about the 11-yard line, but it has to be coming back. There's 2 fouls, 2 penalty flags, and there's a holding call signaled by the referee. It's going to be a spot foul, so all that running by Assad Robinson for nothing. Robinson actually was tackled at the 11-yard line. But that gain's going to be brought back as well. So let's see the referees.
Penalties flagged on the Tigers on that play.
So the 2 holds, as we said, the flag's down twice. And the assessment's going to be from the 34-yard line.
Of the accepted foul will bring the ball back to the 29-yard, 24-yard line.
Going to bring it back to the 24-yard line. So now, McKeesport, 9 penalties so far in this first half.
Down and 13.
It's going to be a 2nd and 13. So here comes Reese under center. Getting ready for the triple option. In motion. 7 is going to be Terrence Glenn with the handoff on the inside.
Glenn up the middle, powerful run.
Glenn moves it from the 24 to the 34, so we're going to give him credit for 10 yards. And that gives him 5 carries on 30 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Looks like motion. We're going to have another penalty. No doubt. It's going to be a false start. So false start on McKeesport. It's going to make it 3rd and 12 and move the ball back to the 28-yard line.
27.
And bring up a 3rd and 12. So running clock, we're down to 2:10 to go here. Second quarter, the Mustangs trail by 14, 21-7. And looking for a big stop here. Possibly try to get a score here before the end of this first half. Here comes Reese, looks tempting his first pass. It's thrown downfield. Could have been offensive interference. Shaneil Thomas with fantastic coverage on Devontae Hampton. Almost looked like Hampton got away with a push.
4th down and 10.
But regardless, the pass was incomplete on Reese's first attempt. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 10. And let's see, McKeesport going to bring in their punter. Looks like number 23, Caden Holtzman, going to punt. Back deep for the Mustangs, Rodney Gallagher. So here's Holtzman. McKeesport looking to set up. Play clock down to 9. Here's Holtzman's punt. Low line drive and almost knuckled dead. Ball's going to be marked down at the 44-yard line. So about a 30-yard punt there for Holtzman, but the Mustangs, more importantly, take over with 1:47 to go at the 43-yard line, and we'll be back for probably the final drive of this second quarter right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take over at their own 43-yard line. 1:47 to go. Second quarter, they trail by 14, 21-7. Here's Gallagher out of the gun. Rolls to his left, looking for a block. Looks downfield, has his man, Lucas. Matt Lucas with a nice catch and pass. Gallagher showing a pretty good arm right there. Ball's going to be marked down at the 44-yard line? On the 43-yard line. So a 14-yard pass from Gallagher to Matt Lucas picks up the first down. So Lucas with his second catch of the night. The Mustangs pick up their fourth first down of the night. Gallagher now with 56 yards passing. The clock stops because Lucas stepped out of bounds. Here's Gallagher, drops back again. He's in the pocket. Can he elude the rush? No, he can't. Nice tackle there by number 7.
From the pocket.
That was
dragged down by 7.
Let's go back to the Terrence Glenn and number 35, Blaze Grabowski. So
second down and 12.
Gallagher going to lose 2 yards there. And the clock's still running. 2nd and 12. Gallagher flushed out again. And there's a penalty flag. The attempt was to Pratt. on the far side. But let's see what the call's going to be. I think it might actually be a holding call.
There's a flag on the play.
On the defensive back. Looked like Pratt had a little space there. Let's see what they're going to call.
Holding penalty on the Mustang.
And they're going to call it on Laurel Highlands. Wow. So it's now going to take him back. It's going to bring up a, let's see where they're going to spot it. Looks like it's going to be on the 41-yard line.
Penalty brings the ball back to the Mustangs, 41. Second down and 26.
So now brings up a 2nd and 26 for the Mustangs. Minute 5 to go. Gallagher flushed out again. Beautiful tackle right there. Can't see the number, we're waiting to see. It looks like number 77. That's Colin Lyons on the tackle. Lyons, the 6'4", 270-pound senior. So beautiful tackle there by Lyons. Gallagher had some room to run, but just couldn't get through the hole. So now we're going to get a timeout by McKeesport. We'll take a timeout, so 57.8 seconds to go, second quarter. The Mustangs trying to get back on the board, trailing the McKeesport Tigers 21-7. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're at McKeesport Stadium, where the McKeesport Tigers lead the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 21-7, 57.8 seconds to go. And the Mustangs facing a long 3rd and 27 from their own 40-yard line. And here's Gallagher. Again, tried to set up a little flanker screen. There's Jaden Pratt, but Pratt upended there. That, again, was Colin Lyons.
77 again, Colin Lyons.
So McKeesport with one timeout to go, and it looks like they're going to call their final timeout. That's going to be a loss of 1, so
4th down and 28.
Brings up a 4th down and 28.
McKeesport has taken their 3rd and final
so the McKeesport
of the first half.
Taking a timeout early in the first quarter. So that pass to Pratt ends up in a 1-yard loss. And the Mustangs with a 4th and 28. They're going to rely on Zach Layton here for a big boot to try to pin McKeesport down into tight quarters down here. As we said, right now, only one pass attempt so far on the night by McKeesport. Just a rushing attack that came in averaging 255 yards rushing a game, whereas the Mustangs only average 153 yards of total offense a game. So that's what we're seeing. Jamil Perryman set to receive at about the 33-yard line. Here's Layton with the snap. It's going to be blocked. So somebody picks it up here. That's number 19, and that's a beautiful play there by Bobby Boyd, and Boyd with a smart play to pick up that blocked punt and returned it. And let's see where they're going to mark this. Looks like they're going to mark that at the 26-yard line, and that's going to set McKeesport about. So with 37.6 to go, that's going to set them up at the 26-yard line. So they had 10 men on the line, and they were attempting everything they could to block it, and they did. Got a hand on it, and Layton's punt was blocked. Bobby Boyd, extremely smart play to pick that up and try to return it as far as he could, and he got down to the 26. So let's see what Reese and the McKeesport offense can do. They're trying to extend this lead. They're up 14, 21-7. High snap out of the gun. Hands it on the inside. There's Bobby Boyd. He's going to pick up probably 5 yards. And we're getting a little chippy out there as well. A lot of blocking after the play.
Gain is good to the 19-yard line.
But the clock's still running. McKeesport without any timeouts. So Boyd, there's Reese with his second attempt, and he gets it into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown. Can't see who caught that. Jerry, help me out, buddy. Reese to Assad Robinson. So Robinson with the first completion of the night by Reese. And that's going to be a touchdown with only 8.2 seconds to go here, putting the Mustangs down by 20 points right now, pending the extra point by Campos. So Robinson with his second receiving touchdown, and that extra point's going to be blocked. Coming off the end, looked like Max Rockwell with the beautiful block. So high snap results in Rockwell blocking it. So with 8.2 seconds left, the Mustangs trail 27-7. We'll just stay here for the kickoff.
27, Laurel Highlands 7.
As we said, the Mustangs costly block punt there. Actually had a good drive going on until they got called for a holding penalty. So we'll take a timeout here. It looks like everybody's slow getting back, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands Mustangs now trailing by 20, 27-7. The McKeesport offense pretty much having their way here, and after that block punt, they drove 26 yards and only took them 29 seconds to punch it in on a two-play drive, capped off by a pass to Assad Robinson. Robinson on the 18-yard touchdown pass by
Robinson to kick it off.
Caleb Reese. Robinson's now going to kick off, and let's see what happens. Another squib kick. Going to be picked up there by, can't really tell who that was, but gets it up to the, it's going to be 4. That's Angelo Gotti.
16, Shane McGraw with the special teams tackle.
So Gotti gets it up to about the 41-yard line. That's where the Mustangs are going to take over with 5.3 seconds to go.
Laurel Highlands will begin possession first and 10.
So do you try Hail Mary, or do you just try to kneel, or what do you try here? Hard to tell what the Mustangs are going to be able to do. Coach Colasar is just going to have to take the Mustangs in and try to get them back into this game. Gallagher out of the gun. They're just going to hand this off. No, it's going to be a little flanker screen to DeMonte Kiss, and that's going to be incomplete. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, it's the Laurel Highlands Mustangs trailing the McKeesport Tigers 27-7. We'll be back with your first half stats on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're at halftime where the Laurel Highlands Mustangs trail the McKeesport Tigers 27-7. Let's go over your first half stats. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Mustangs ran 22 offensive plays. They had 55 yards passing and only 2 yards rushing in that first half. 57 yards of total offense. Individually, Rodney Gallagher was 8 for 12 passing for 55 yards. He completed passes to 4 different receivers, each catching 2 passes. Matt Lucas had 2 catches for 14 yards. Jaden Pratt had the same 2 catches for 14 yards. DeMonte Kiss, 2 catches for 27 yards. And Chanel Thomas, 2 catches for no yards. Rushing-wise, the Rodney Gallagher had 5 carries for 7 yards and a 1-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs' only score. The other carries were made by Chanel Thomas. He had 5 carries for -5 yards rushing. For the McKeesport Tigers, they ran 20 offensive plays. They had 18 yards passing, 170 yards rushing in that first half for 188 total yards of offense. Individually, Caleb Reist was 1 for 2 for an 18-yard touchdown pass. That completion went to Assad Robinson on the 18-yard completion. Rushing-wise, Terrence Glenn, 5 carries for 30 yards. Caleb Reist, 6 carries for 49 yards, and he had an 11-yard touchdown run in there. Kanye Thompson had 2 carries for 51 yards. He had a 45-yard touchdown run and also had a 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for the McKeesport Tigers. Bobby Boyd off the bench, 1 carry for 8 yards. Devontae Hampton had 1 carry for -1 yards and actually committed the only turnover for the McKeesport Tigers on a fumble, which the Mustangs recovered. Assad Robinson, 2 carries for 8 yards, and Jamil Perryman had 1 carry to open this game for 25 yards. The only downfall offensively for McKeesport was they had 10 penalties for 70 yards, and as we said, just a 1 turnover. So the Laurel Highlands Mustangs going to have their work cut out for them here in this second half. Down 27-7. And we'll be back with the second half kickoff right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Fatty liver affects 30% of Americans and is a leading cause of cirrhosis and liver cancer. Risk factors for fatty liver include alcohol abuse, obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Dr. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, specialize in the care of fatty liver. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Welcome back to the second half of the South Union Township Sports Network. McKeesport's Hassan Robin kicks it off. Looks like Angelo Gotti with the recovery again. Looks like the ball is going to be spotted at about the 35-yard line of the Mustangs. That's where the Mustangs will start off this second half. As we said, the Mustangs trailing 27-7. Gallagher back out to start the second half. As we said, he was a starting quarterback in the first game against Albert Gallatin. And here he is out of the shotgun. He's going to try to keep it himself. Really no place to go. Gallagher stopped maybe for about a 1-yard loss. And the Mustangs, they're going to give him a 2-yard loss. So now the Mustangs with 0 yards rushing in this game compared to 170 yards of total rushing in the first half for McKeesport. Laurel Highlands just having an extremely tough time on the ground here tonight. And let's see what they can do here with 2nd and 12 from the 33-yard line. 2 receivers split to each side. Here's Gallagher, drops back out of the pocket. He's going to try to scramble away, and he's caught from behind. And that's Andre Robinson again, and we've called his name a number of times. Gallagher a little slow getting up. Gallagher just really had no place to go. Andre Robinson with great speed off the edge. And they're going to mark that down at the 18-yard line. So that's going to be a 15-yard loss for the Mustangs. And now brings up a 3rd and 27. Andre Robinson has come off the edge a number of times. He's played a fantastic defensive game here for McKeesport. So let's see what Gallagher can do here. Hopefully get a little protection. And let's see what happens. He's going to try to quarterback sneak it. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Gallagher again.
So 3 rushes for the Mustangs.
Robinson got him first, 55.
Robinson again with another tackle. So they're going to give him 0 yards, just got back to the line of scrimmage. So on the first possession, the Mustangs lose 17 yards offensively, and it's going to bring in Zach Layton to kick again. Jameel Perryman back to receive the punt.
Layton in punt formation. Perryman back.
Perryman waiting at midfield for the punt. Punt off. Nice spiral. It's going to bounce. Take a Mustang bounce, and that's going to be down there by number 3. That was Joe Chambers on special teams, a starting quarterback. Chambers, not real sure why he caught it either, but he downed the ball at the 46-yard line.
47.
So McKeesport coming out with their first offensive possession of the day in this second half. As we said, leading 27-7. An offensive show in that first half. Saw a 96-yard kickoff return by Kanye Thompson and a 45-yard run by Thompson. Touchdown pass from Reese to Assad Robinson, and here's Terrence Glenn on his first carry this second half. Glenn's going to pick up.
Grinds forward to the 43.
Gets up to the 43-yard line.
Second down.
So we'll give, I guess it was Reese on the keeper. So we'll give him 4 yards. He's got 7 carries for 53 yards here in this game. Here's Reese again under center. Man in motion. Reese going to go to the right, keep it himself again. Gets up, he's going to pick up a first down. And now we've got another penalty flag. And it looks like a little extracurricular activity. Let's see who they're going to call this on. Looks like they're going to mark it down at the 30-yard line, so it's going to be a 13-yard gain by Reese. But let's see what they call. It's going to be a personal foul. So they're going to give Reese the first down.
None of the plays a first down. Personal foul penalty after the play.
And the personal foul penalty is going to be marked off after.
Ball backwards.
So we're going to give Reese 13 yards on the carry. And then they're going to mark it back to the 45-yard line. So that's going to be the 11th penalty
from the 46.
For the McKeesport Tigers. And that's about the only thing they've done wrong here tonight. So now they're going to mark that. We'll make it the 46-yard line. So Reese, after the nice carry, picks up the first down of this second half. So he's Reese again in motion. Inside handoff going to Terrence Glenn.
Terrence Glenn on the carry.
Glenn going to pick up maybe 4 yards. We'll give him 4 on the carry. So brings up a second and 6.
Second down and 6.
From the 42-yard line. And rushing-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 McKeesport Tigers touching the ball in the backfield in this triple option, giving the Mustangs defense a tough time here tonight. In motion, here's Hampton. Reese going to keep it himself. Now he's going to pitch it to Hampton. Hampton going to be pretty close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. They are going to move the chains. So first down. I think that's going to be down to the 34-yard line. So we're going to give an 8-yard pickup. So Hampton picks up a first down. So the second first down. Here's Reese again. On the pitch, here's a fumble. Ball on the ground. And I think Hampton was able to fall back on it, if not him, Reese. The Mustangs. Carney was there, but the ball just bounced away, and I think Reese is going to get credited with that fumble, but not before a loss of 7 yards. So now it makes it 2nd and 17. That's the second fumble of the night for the McKeesport Tigers. The first one was by Hampton, and that was recovered by Rodney Gallagher for the Mustangs in that first half. And fortunately for McKeesport, the Mustangs just couldn't fall on the ball here. So it's 2nd and 17 from the Mustangs' 41-yard line. Reese was stepped on. He drops back the pass, nearly intercepted, and it is intercepted. That looks like Burchek. So Burchek with the return. They're trying to strip the ball from him, but he's able to get the tip. And a big turnover there. Christian Burchek able to intercept that pass off the tip, and Burchek able to make a nice return. That's his second interception of the year. But more importantly, going to put the Mustangs on the 30-yard line. So Reese on his third attempt of the night is picked off on the tip.
Once again, fans,
so
have your 50,
Reese
50 tickets ready.
With an interception to go along with his touchdown pass, and the Mustangs take over. 6:36 to go, third quarter at their own 30-yard line. Here's Gallagher. Going to flare it out. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Matt Lucas. Lucas with a nice gain. Gallagher
Pass complete to Lucas.
able to get it out to,
15, Tyjor Andrews.
looks like about the 40-yard line. Let's see where they're going to spot this. They're going to put it at the 36-yard line. So now it's going to make it
50-50 ticket. It is a red ticket.
2nd and 4.
Numbers are 995, 93.
Everybody hold your cards if you have the 50-50 ticket.
995.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs from the 36.
Can claim his or her prize at the press box.
Here's Gallagher going to try to take it himself, making moves. But Mao, he's just bottled up. And again, that's Lyons on the tackle. Andre Robinson in there as well.
Brought down by
So
35 Grabowski,
Gallagher is going to lose the 6 yards that they picked up on the previous pass play.
Drop back to the
So now Gallagher
third down and 10.
facing a 3rd and 10. 5:25 to go, third quarter. And here's Gallagher coming out with the play from Coach Colasar. The Mustangs trail 27-7. The Mustangs will be back in action next week, their last scheduled game of the year against Trinity, and that game will actually be a home game at the Mustang Corral. There's Gallagher, 3rd and 10. Forced out of the pocket again. He's got a lot of room. Turns on the speed, and he thinks he's going to get a first down. Beautiful play by Gallagher. Extended the ball out as well. Let's see where they spot it. He's looking to see what's going on, and they're going to give it to him. Now they're going to make it a 4th down. They gave him 9 yards on the carry. I thought he actually reached out and had the first down. But now they're going to bring up a 4th and short, and they're going to get an offside penalty. And I think they're going to get the call against the McKeesport defense. Ball was right over, looks like the defender, that was number 55. Tyree Demery was right over the center, but it looked like he jumped. And I think it's going to be a first down. What are they calling here? Where's the signal?
Encroachment penalty called on the Tigers.
Okay, they are marking it off against McKeesport, so it's going to give the Mustangs a first down. And more importantly, that's going to be the 12th penalty on the McKeesport Tigers here tonight. 12 penalties for 90 yards. And the Mustangs with a first down on their own 47-yard line. So the Mustangs trying to put a drive together and cut into this 20-point lead by the McKeesport Tigers. Play clock down to 2, and they're going to have to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well on the South Union Township Sports Network. 4:57 to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs trail the McKeesport Tigers 27-7. We'll be right back after these messages.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. The Mustangs, their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Rodney Gallagher out of the gun is going to make an inside handoff there to Dan Carney. It's Carney's first carry of the night. Carney looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they're at.
Carney on the carry.
Marked it down to the
No gain.
47. So Carney
2nd down and 10.
with no gain on the carry. Like I said, that was his first carry of the night. Really only Gallagher and Chenille Thomas carrying the ball for the Mustangs in the first half. Here's Gallagher again from the gun. 2nd and 10. In motion is DeMonte Kiss. Fake the handoff. Gallagher tries to make a couple moves. Picks up a couple of yards, but he's tackled there by about 3 defenders. Demery, one of the first in there, as well as Andre Robinson.
First Tiger to bring him down.
So now that's going to bring up
47.
3rd and 7. A 3-yard gain by Gallagher. on a running clock. And the Mustangs had a 10-play, 64-yard drive in that first half, resulting in a 1-yard plunge by Gallagher that took off 6 minutes of the game, and they're looking to do that again here. Here goes Gallagher to take it himself. Nice run. He's got some running room. Nice open field tackle there.
Gallagher up the middle.
By Devontae Hampton.
Brought down by Cromarty.
Take it back. I'm sorry. That's Cromarty. But not before Gallagher.
Gain is good to the 36.
With a
first down and 10 Mustangs.
17-yard gain. So Gallagher picks up another first down for the Mustangs, and he had a lot of running room on that particular play. Showed great speed, but nice open field tackle by Cromarty. So now here's the Mustangs out of the gun. We're under 3 to go in the third quarter. Here's an inside handoff. Chenille Thomas. Thomas probably picked up about 2 yards, and it looks like a Mustang down.
Daniel Thomas on the carry.
Now everybody gets back up, which is good. So Lions on the tackle. Chenille Thomas with a 3-yard gain. So now Mustangs with a 2nd and 7. We're down to 2:20 to go. Third quarter. Gallagher with Thomas flanked to his right. 3 receivers right. Thomas looks like he might have started a little bit quick, but Gallagher fumbled the snap, but able to get it ahead, and looks like he's extremely close to the first down. Let's see where they mark it. He got a terrible spot. That spot was terrible. He was actually up to the 26-yard line and had a first down.
Third down.
We're going to give Gallagher 6 yards there, but to be honest with you, I thought he had a first down. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 1, and you know this is 4-down territory no matter what for the Mustangs. Trailing by 20. So Gallagher going to come under center now. Looked like a false movement. Everybody's looking for a penalty. Play clock down to 5. Gallagher's going to try to sneak it himself. I think he fumbled. And now there's fumbles on the ground, and let's see. McKeesport thinks they have it, but I think Gallagher, and they do. Wow. So Gallagher with the fumble on 3rd and 1, and that was Lyons. Colin Lyons coming out of the pack. So Gallagher with the turnover, and the Mustangs fail to score. So McKeesport's going to take over at the Laurel Highlands 27-yard line.
McKeesport takes over possession, 1st and 10 from the
first turnover for the Mustangs. And here's Kanye Thompson trying to look for some room on the left side. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. Thompson's had a fantastic night. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
32-yard line.
We're going to give him 5. He's got 3 carries now for 56 yards. Had a 45-yard scamper for a touchdown in that first half, and also a 96-yard kickoff return. And the Mustangs with the turnover. And now McKeesport looking to capitalize. Here's Reist. Going to throw again. He had a wide open receiver. Had Assad Robinson wide open down the left sideline. But just a little bit too far for Thompson to make the catch. And that's going to stop the clock with 54 seconds to go. The Mustangs 27-7 trailing and looking for a stop here against McKeesport. Mustangs had taken over after running off about 5 minutes off of the clock. But Gallagher with the fumble. Don't know if it was on the snap or exactly what happened, but McKeesport came out of the pack with it. So now here's 3rd and 5. There's Reist on the inside handoff. That's going to be Glenn, I'm sure, the big fella. He's going to pick up a first down.
33.
Glenn gets out to the 41-yard line, so we'll give him 9 yards. So that's going to be the 3rd first down of this second half for McKeesport. Here's Reese again. Another inside handoff. No, he keeps it himself. Now he's going to pitch it to Hampton, and Hampton's got a lot of room. So let's see where they mark Hampton out. Let's see where he's at. It looks like he's on about the 30-yard line. So, yeah, a 29-yard run. So another first down for McKeesport. Hampton now 4 carries for 29 yards. There's 10 seconds. They'll speed the last play of the quarter. Inside handoff there to Glenn. And there's another penalty flag. And let's see what they call here. It looks like Glenn got up to about the 30-yard line, maybe about a 2-yard gain. But I got a feeling they're going to call a personal foul. Let's see what they do. Personal foul against the Mustangs. So Glenn with a 2-yard gain.
Personal foul penalty on the Mustangs.
And then the Mustangs with a 15-yard personal foul penalty. Pretty much frustration on the Mustangs' end.
Down to the 14-yard line.
The Mustangs now with 5 penalties for 60 yards. And that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. The McKeesport Tigers 27, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 7. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're starting the fourth quarter. McKeesport, second down and 10. Should be first down and 10 from the Mustangs' 14-yard line. In motion, Robinson. He's going to get the pitch. Robinson easily 14-yard run for a touchdown. So Assad Robinson
Touchdown, number 24.
adds to the McKeesport lead. It's now 33-7. And waiting for the extra point try by Campos. So Assad Robinson gets into the scoring column tonight for the McKeesport Tigers. Robinson with a 14-yard dash. And he came into this game, that's his second touchdown of the night, came in with 16 carries for 89 yards. That's his second touchdown of the night. I'm sorry, he also caught a pass for 18 yards in the first half. High snap. Reese is going to try to convert it. Does he? And he does. Flips the ball into the end zone off the high snap, and that's Terrence Glenn with the two-point conversion.
Successful two-point conversion. Reese.
So now 11:52 to go here in this fourth quarter, and McKeesport adds to their lead. It's now 35, and Laurel Highlands Mustangs 7, and we'll be right back for the kickoff right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Here's the kick by McKeesport. It's going to go to one of the up men. Looks like Christian Burchek, and Burchek with a burst of speed. Beautiful return. Burchek scooped that ball up about the 25-yard line. Burchek's going to be marked out at the, let's see where we're at, the 35-yard line. Beautiful return by Burchek on the squib kick by Robinson. So the Mustangs take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Have a tough time seeing here. We're pretty low here tonight. Not up in the press box like normal. So it's a little tough to see on the far side of the field, but the Mustangs taking over with 11:43 to go. They're trailing right now 35-7. And here's Gallagher. Thomas flanked to his left. Kiss in motion. Fake to Kiss. Gallagher going to try to carry it himself. Maybe picks up about,
Up the middle.
we'll give him 3 yards.
Wrapped up by 30, Rashawn Skinner.
So let's see, hurt on the play. Somebody for the Mustangs. Let's check it out. That's number 61. That's Nick Agnott. Nick Agnott on the WPL championship team for the Mustangs. Basketball-wise, it looks like he's limping around a little bit.
Being attended to by
Agnott coming out this year, 6'2", 255-pound senior. Looks like he took a little tweak to his ankle maybe, but he's walking off on his own power, and going to send our sympathies to Nick. His mother passed away last week, and we're going to send out our sympathies to Nick and his family. It's tough, especially being about 18 years old and losing your mother. So we'll send our condolences to the Agnott family. 2nd and 7, and here's Gallagher out of the gun. Look left, now he's going to have to roll right. Got a little bit of room, and he's going to be horse collar tackled. And there's a flag. Finally, I didn't think they were going to call that. Gallagher was thrown out of bounds at, what, about the 27, Jer? Is that what you're getting? It looked like about an 8-yard gain. Looks like he had a first down. So let's see where they marked it. They're going to mark him about a yard short, so we're going to give him 7 on the carry, but more importantly, McKeesport's going to be called for another penalty. That's a horse collar penalty. That's going to tack on 15 yards. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So now that does take McKeesport over the 100-yard mark. 13 penalties for 105 yards. It's going to give the Mustangs a first down. From the 15, Gallagher drops back, has a receiver wide open, but has to roll out. Just throws it into the end zone. Little miscommunication there, but you can't blame him because he had Andre Robinson breathing down his neck again.
3, Andre Robinson.
So incomplete pass there by Gallagher. So 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Mustangs. Mustangs looking to put some points on the board and possibly build some momentum going into a big game next week against Trinity at home. McKeesport next week will take on the juggernaut at Thomas Jefferson for a very interesting game next week. Here's Gallagher. Play clock under 5. Gallagher gives it to Thomas, and Thomas
wrapped up in the backfield.
Tackled in the backfield by Blaze Grabowski. Thomas looks like he's going to lose about maybe 2 yards. And they're going to say a loss of 3, so they're going to mark it at the 18-yard line. So Chenille Thomas now 7 carries minus 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. And the Mustangs looking to put some points on the board here on a running clock. 10 minutes to go here, 4th quarter. There's Gallagher. Here comes Robinson on the outside. Gallagher steps up. He's got somebody wide open in the corner. It's going to be a touchdown. And I think that's going to be Matt Lucas. Oh, it's Matt Lucas on the catch. So Gallagher scrambled, got out of trouble, bide a little time for himself, and throws an 18-yard touchdown pass to Matt Lucas. So the Mustangs get on the board. Lucas with an 18-yard touchdown catch. And the Mustangs cut into the lead. It's now 35-13, and here's Layton's extra point attempt. They're going to call an offside. Looks like McKeesport might have jumped a little bit. And they were definitely on it. They blocked Layton's kick, but they're going to call a false start on the Mustangs. So that's going to make Layton's kick a little bit longer. Holder is number 24. That's Mickens. So Layton now going to get another attempt. And the Mustangs trying to make it 14 on the board. And looks like he missed it a little bit outside, so he missed it wide left. So that 5-yard penalty by the Mustangs put Layton in a difficult spot. So with 9:53 to go.
35, Laurel Highlands 13.
McKeesport 35, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 13, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Late to kick it off.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the Laurel Highlands Mustangs scored on an 18-yard pass from Rodney Gallagher to Matt Lucas, and now the kick by Zach Layton. 9:53 to go, fourth quarter. There's Layton, and he's going to kick it deep. Looked like a fair catch signal, but then he took off with it. That's Perryman. And Perryman gets on the outside. I actually thought he called a fair catch, Jerry, but had that right hand raised and then caught the ball and took off.
By 29,
and I could see Coach Colasars yelling at the referee the same thing. He waved his hand. I thought it was actually a fair catch.
Return out to
but then he ran with the ball, so they're going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. And that's where McKeesport's going to start. But Coach Colasar not happy with that either. So Perryman, about a 24-yard return, sets McKeesport up at the 34-yard line. And Reese still in at quarterback. Reese works to his right, going to keep it himself. Now they're going to give that to Glenn. Okay, he gave it, handed off to Glenn. We're going to give Glenn about 6 yards out to the 40-yard line.
18, Carney with the tackle.
So Reese.
Gain of 5 out to the 39.
He hands it to Glenn the 9th time tonight.
Second down and 5.
Glenn has 9 carries, 51 yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and 4. Here's Reese now. Another inside handoff. Now he's going to keep it himself. Nice tackle there by John Deek for the Mustang. I'm sorry, Max Rockwell.
Down by 59,
Rockwell having a good night defensively. It's a 4-yard line. 4-yard gain by Reese, and just short of the mark to make.
3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd down and 1. Reese with 9 carries for 70 yards on the night, and he also had an 11-yard touchdown run. So now 3rd and 1. Reese going to sneak it himself, and he does. Going to get out and pick up the first down.
Reese up the middle.
We're going to mark that at about the 46-yard line. So we're going to give him
Gain is out to the
3
good for McKeesport. First down and 10.
So on the 3-yard gain, clock running, 8:30 to go. Fourth quarter. There's Reese in motion is Robinson. Reese hands it inside to Glenn. Glenn
up the middle.
Getting out to about the 40.
59 Rockwell. Tripped him up.
I'm sorry, close to midfield. 49-yard line. We'll give Glenn 3 on that one.
Down and 7.
Makes it 2nd and 7. A couple McKeesport players not real happy with what was happening at the line of scrimmage, screaming, but a couple substitutions made. So now under 8 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 35-13, the Mustangs trail. Here's Reese. Again. Waiting to see who gets off the pile, and that's number 7. So Glenn, only a 2-yard gain.
Mustangs territory.
But now they're making the workhorse Terrence Glenn. We said he came in 60 carries for 390 yards coming into this game. He's got 11 carries now for 56 yards tonight. McKeesport only attempting 4 passes, completed 1 for a touchdown and 1 for an interception by Barczyk. Here's Reese, going to take it himself, caught from behind. Nice tackle there. Defensively for the Mustangs.
52, John Deacon.
That was number 52, John Deacon. I've been calling John's number. Nice little play there, and they're going to mark him just short.
Brought down just short of the 44.
They're going to make it.
Face a 4th down and inches.
So Reese only picking up 4 there. 4th and inches, and he's going to get easily pick up the 1 yard. So let's go.
Reese up the middle, converts the 4th and short.
So it's going to be a first down for McKeesport. Marking him down at the 42. We're down to 6:10 to go. McKeesport looking to run out the clock and possibly tack on to this lead of 35-13. Here's Reese, going to run and he's going to make the pitch. Near fumble. Nice play there. That was Bobby Boyd on the pitch.
Wrapped up by 6, Thomas Brown.
Terrence Thomas Brown on the tackle. Where are they going to mark him?
Down to the 37.
Gave him about 5-yard line. I'm sorry, 5-yard gain. That's Boyd's 2nd carry. He's got 13 yards. Nice little pitch by Reese. Waited till the last minute. And here comes Reese under center again. So 2nd and 5. Reese looked like he wanted to throw. Now he's going to pitch. That's going to be Hampton. And it is. I'm sorry, no, that's Kanye Thompson.
That's 6, Thompson on the carry.
Excuse me, that's Thompson. They're going to give him a first down. They're going to mark that at the 31-yard line. So Thompson with a 6-yard pickup.
First down and 10.
Thompson now with 62 yards rushing. As we said, McKeesport came in averaging 255 yards rushing a game. They've only allowed 14 points in their last 3 games. And here's Reese going to be caught from behind. And he was. Nice tackle there by 77. That was Justin Smith. Nice tackle on the backside there by the Mustangs. So going to lose about a yard. So Reese
2nd down and 11.
now with 13 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. And we're down to 4:10 to go here in this contest. Reese on 2nd and 11 from the 32. There's an inside handoff to Glenn. Glenn's going to pick up, we'll give him 2 yards. Lorenzo McFadden on the tackle, as well as Burchak. No, I'm sorry, that's gonna be. They give that to Boyd or Thompson.
McKeesport,
Okay.
3rd down and 9.
I think that was Thompson though on the carry, number 6. We'll give him 2 yards. Dan Carney on the tackle. Here we go. Reese going to drop back the pass. Throws it out in the right flat. Hit his receiver. Looks like Kanye Thompson. So Thompson, I'm sorry, going to get it out only to about the 26-yard line. So that's going to be a 4-yard gain.
4th down and 5.
So Thompson with the catch, and now it's going to bring up a 4th and 5. And that's only the second completion of the night for Reese. 2 for 5 for 22 yards and touchdown and interception. So here's 4th and 5. Here's Reese going to drop back again, looking downfield. There's Robinson. Wow, beautiful defensive play there by Chenille Thomas. Robinson had him beat, but he stuck his hand in there and knocked that pass away. So beautiful defense right there by Chenille Thomas on the 4th down play. So the Mustangs will take over on downs.
Incomplete.
Take over at the 26-yard line. 2:43 to go here.
Turnover on downs.
And now the Mustangs coming back out. Gallagher still under center.
From the 26.
2:43 to go. 1st and 10, 26-yard line. And there's Gallagher out of the gun. Fakes the handoff to Thomas. Tries to throw deep. He was looking at DeMonte Kiss. And that ball's knocked away. And there's 2 McKeesport defenders down on the play.
Gallagher's pass incomplete, intended for
Both colliding.
Broken up by 22, Perryman.
Defensively, and I'm going to say that might be Assad Robinson, number 24. Not exactly sure who else it is, but there's 2 men down. So we're going to take a quick timeout while they work on both of these players. So with 2:37 to go, it's the Laurel Highlands Mustangs trailing the McKeesport Tigers 35-13. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Both the injured players from McKeesport, Jamil Perryman and Cromartie, able to get off the field both on their own power, which was a good sign. So now the Mustangs on 2nd and 10. There's a snap to Gallagher. He rolls right, looking downfield. He's going to take it himself. Pick up close to the 1st down. Going to be knocked out at about the 34-yard line. They're going to mark him. So he's going to pick up about 8. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Give him 7. I'm sorry. So Gallagher now has 16 rushes for 33 yards and a touchdown for the Mustangs. So now on 3rd and 3 from the 33-yard line, Gallagher out of the gun. He rolls left, being chased again by Andre Robinson. Flips it out, completes the pass, looks like to DeMonte Kiss. Kiss is going to be tackled, looks like about the 46-yard line. So we're going to give him a 13-yard gain and a 1st down for the Mustangs. So DeMonte Kiss with his 3rd catch of the night. He has 3 catches for 40 yards. And Gallagher sneaking up on 100 yards passing. Gallagher being chased again. Robinson, I'm sorry, that was Terrence Glenn. Going to throw it up. Wow, nice defensive play there. Matt Lucas turned into a defender. Gallagher rolling left. Threw it out there, and now we've got Kanye Thompson hurt for the McKeesport Tigers. Thompson was actually playing defense on Lucas, and Lucas turned into a defender. Nice job there by Lucas to stop the interception on the incomplete pass by Gallagher, but Thompson still down, breathing in pain. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network for the final 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this game. McKeesport leading 35-13 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, Financial Services in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands football team and their coaches on having a successful football season.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Thompson taken off the field. The Mustangs facing a 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line. Their own 46. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Here's Gallagher again out of the gun. Throws it on the inside. Terrence Thomas Brown trying to make a cut across the middle. That pass going to be incomplete. So now 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs. And as we said, the Mustangs one final game scheduled. That's against Trinity, and that game will be at 7 o'clock next Friday night at the Mustang Corral. Final home game. So the Mustangs looking like they're going to lose for the 4th straight time after a win against Ringgold. Down to 2:04 to go. Here's Gallagher going to take it himself. Little quarterback draw. Nice move there by Gallagher. Makes a couple moves, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. They're going to mark him down at the 38-yard line. So with a 16-yard run, Gallagher picks up another 1st down for the Mustangs. In the hurry-up offense, here's Gallagher rolling left. Throwing back across his body, he's going to hit Lucas. And Lucas tries to make a move, but he's going to be tackled at about the 34-yard line, so only a 4-yard gain.
With the tackle, came down to the 32.
Actually,
2nd down and 4.
Had a decent gain until he came back trying to make a move. Here comes the Mustangs. Gallagher trying to throw it into the end zone. Looked like maybe a push. Was it a catch? They are going to call it a catch. That was a beautiful catch there. That was Burchek, and it looks like Gallagher's down. More importantly, he took a shot. And they're going to call a roughing the quarterback as well. Gallagher got nailed as he threw that pass. So it looks like Burchek's going to be marked out
Passer penalty on the Tigers
at the 2-yard line. Let's see what happens here. Gallagher trying to shake the cobwebs. And the Mustang's going to take a timeout. Gallagher's going to have to come off. Joe Chambers going to come back in. Minute 14 to go. They're going to mark that ball down at the 2-yard line. So that's going to be a 30-yard completion to Burchek. That's his first catch of the night. It's a 1st down for the Mustangs. And here's Joe Chambers. 1st and 2, running clock. It's under 1 minute to go. Chambers fumbled it on the snap, able to fall back on it. It looks like they're going to have about a 2-yard loss. And the Mustangs are going to call timeout here. So 40.8 seconds to go, and the Mustangs use a timeout. And we'll be back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where Laurel Highlands Mustangs are at the 2-yard line. Rodney Gallagher back in the game, but now at receiver. Chambers out of the gun. Looking to weave to his right. He's got a man. Burchek and Gallagher both went up, and I think they made the catch. That's Gallagher with the touchdown. So Chambers to Gallagher after coming in, after being knocked out on the last play. So Joe Chambers hits Rodney Gallagher for a 2-yard touchdown pass. And the Mustangs now 35-19. And Chambers, after coming in and fumbling the first snap, hits Rodney Gallagher for a 2-yard touchdown. And now the Mustangs, extra point up and good by Layton. So Gallagher showing his toughness, coming back in after being nailed on a 30-yard pass to Christian Burchek, and Chambers picks up a touchdown pass. So now, with 31.4 seconds to go, the Mustangs trail 35-20, and we'll be back for the final 31 seconds right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 31.4 seconds to go, and the Mustangs surely going to try an onside kicker, down 15, 35-20. Zach Layton, McKeesport with the hands team up front. Layton going to try a little squib kick here. There's the onside kick, and it's going to bounce high, but it's recovered by, can't really tell the number over there, but it is recovered by McKeesport. So they're going to start out.
Secures it for the Tigers
on about the 35-yard line. Make it the 45-yard line of the McKeesport Tigers. So 45-yard line, 28.1 seconds to go. Take it back. They're marking it at the 40. It's at the 45. So they're going to probably take a knee. The Mustangs with only one timeout remaining. There's the snap and kneel down, and I think that's going to be it. They're going to start the play clock, and the clock's going to run out, and that's going to do it. So each team shaking hands. So the Mustangs lose to the McKeesport Tigers 35-20. We'll be back with your final stats on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
Watching Sam Davis apply his craft was amazing. Everyone showed him so much respect. Watching Sam work the courtroom was like watching Michael Jordan. with the game tied and 8 seconds left.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. The final score, 35-20, the McKeesport Tigers over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Let's go over the final stats. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, they ran 47 offensive plays. They had 128 yards passing, 44 yards rushing, for a total of 172 total yards. They had 6 penalties for 65 yards and 1 turnover, and that was the Rodney Gallagher fumble on a big 4th down try on a conversion. Individually for the Mustangs, Gallagher quarterbacking was 13 for 21 for 126 yards and 1 touchdown. Joe Chambers came in and threw 1 pass for 1. He had 1 completion on 1 pass for a 2-yard touchdown to Rodney Gallagher. Receiving, Matt Lucas, 5 catches for 42 yards. He had an 18-yard touchdown catch. Christian Burchek, 1 catch for 30 yards. Jaden Pratt, 2 catches for 14 yards, both in the first half. DeMonte Kiss had 3 catches for 40 yards. Chenille Thomas, 2 catches for no yards. And Gallagher, 1 catch for 2 yards, as we said, that 2-yard touchdown pass from Joe Chambers. Rushing-wise, Gallagher, 17 carries for 49 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 fumble. Chenille Thomas, 7 carries for -5. Dan Carney, 1 carry for no yards. And Joe Chambers, 1 carry for no yards. For the McKeesport Tigers ran 44 offensive plays, 22 yards passing, 286 yards rushing for 308 total yards. Only drawback with McKeesport, they had 13 penalties for 105 yards of penalties. Individually, Caleb Reist was 2 for 6 passing for 22 total yards. He had 1 touchdown pass, which went to Assad Robinson on an 18-yard completion. He completed another pass to Kanye Thompson, 1 catch for 4 yards. And also, Reist had an interception, as we said, by Christian Burchek. Rushing-wise, Terrence Glenn, 11 carries, 56 yards. Caleb Reist, 13 carries, 77 yards. He had an 11-yard touchdown run. Kanye Thompson, 5 carries, 64 yards, a 45-yard touchdown run in there. Bobby Boyd, 2 carries for 13 yards. Devontae Hampton, 4 carries for 29 yards, and he had a fumble. Assad Robinson, 3 carries for 22 yards. He had a 14-yard touchdown run. And Jamil Perryman, 1 carry for 25 yards. So the McKeesport Tigers pull out a big win against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs take on Trinity in the final game next week, and that game will be at the Mustang Corral next Friday night. So for Jerry Dupay and Tony Hanola, tonight's presentation has been... Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, Gary Smith and their staff. I'm Tony Hanola with Jerry Dupay, and this has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.